Well, howdy, Delco. We've got a nice little repeat guest, one of few that so this person actually wanted to come back and talk to us more. We have local comedian and author Chris Nee, and he has a big event coming up very soon, and it's for a great cause, and it's right here in Delco, and we will tell you all about it right after this from our sponsors.
Hey, Delco, would you like to sell your house quickly without having to fix anything or go through a realtor? Are you behind on your mortgage or property taxes? Did you inherit a property? Are you a landlord just tired of fixing leaky toilets? Well, we got the answer for you. Visit www.evanbuyspa.com for a no-obligation cash offer. That's right, Evan buys houses in Delco for cash as is. For a fair cash offer, go to www.evanbuyspa.com. With Evan, you don't have to pay any commissions, and you can close on the date of your choice. If there's anything you want to leave behind on the property, like heavy furniture, trash bags, all the junk in the basement, you can do it. And for a limited time, he will cover all your closing costs. That's right. Visit evanbuyspa.com. That's evanbuyspa.com. Again, the website is evanbuyspa.com.
All right, no, stop. The sound was off in the studio. What the fuck did I just watch?
You watched our commercial. Let me finish our damn commercial.
Did you make that in Canva?
Yes.
You didn't even line up some of the arrows.
It worked. All right, guys. Don't forget
the option.
The other great sponsors over here at Delco Live. FatCalJerky.com. Utterly perfect jerky. Jalapeno garlic, honey habanero, teriyaki pickle, and so many other new flavors and new things coming out all the time at FatCalJerky.com, or follow them on Facebook and Instagram. Go to FatCalJerky.com. And also,
and if you don't buy them, we'll make a commercial for you.
Yes. And if you need something to wash that down with, you can go to Dolan's Bar with Dan PJ. That's right. Go to DolansBar.com, 24 East Stars Avenue in Ridley Park. Quizzo music, great times, memorabilia giveaway. And you never know. You never know who's going to stop by there. Follow them on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and the TikTok. Check out Dolan's Bar.
The TikTok.
He
used to call Snapchat Snapper Chat, by the way.
Cheater Chat.
The too. Instagram, the Snapper Chat.
Yeah, the old man, the facey spacey. And guys, you know what? Yeah, sometimes we're scumbags. We do wrong things, or sometimes you get hurt in a car accident or work injury. Personal injury, criminal law, you name it. You need a man who's going to get you out of trouble. And that's right. David R. Cherry is that man. CherryInjuryLaw.com or 610-565-0300. Number again is 610-565-0300. Go to CherryInjuryLaw.com.
I had that number dialed and ready.
Oh, it's like his thumb is always on it. Yeah, it's like that scene from Family Guy. Yeah, it's Quagmire again. This time it's in the window.
When I saw Johan Rojas going up for his third at bat on Tuesday, I literally had that number dialed. And I was like, I am going to need this tonight. If the Phillies had won that Game 7, I was honestly going to hijack the 104 bus and not harm anyone, but we were going to do burnouts and then drive through the McDonald's drive-through in it and buy McDoubles for all the responding police officers.
And I think one of the good reasons to have Chris on today's episode is we need some laughs because after the Delaware Valley is very sad with that Phillies loss, the way it went down, and then watching, this team in the World Series right now.
And what better to bring us some good laughs than suicide prevention, Al?
Well, a comedy show about suicide prevention, but keep going.
Hilarious! Fun for all! So Chris Nee is an established local comedian. He's also an author that put out a nice little, it was like, I mean this in the most professional way, like a children's guide to depression, right?
Basically. For adults.
Yeah.
Children's Guide for Adults about depression. I love it. That should actually be your write-up.
It was like a children's book, like with illustrations about, how the mental illness and the things you're going to face and the things you need to know to overcome it.
Yeah.
And it got some nice response and all that, right?
Yeah. It was featured on 6 ABC News. It was featured in the Die Times a couple times, and it's doing good on Amazon. Very good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's the official name of it?
Boy Meets Anxiety.
Boy Meets Anxiety.
And I'll have the link if you guys look below. The link for the book will be down there from Amazon. Check it out.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a hardcover, softcover, Kindle version. And then if you want a signed copy from me, you could just hit me up on my social medias. And I don't charge shipping, so you can.
There you go, and you get a signature.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
That's pretty rad.
Inspirational message.
And before we get into your next show, which is this like your WrestleMania of the year, your big show that you
This
do?
is my WrestleMania.
Okay.
Of the year,
What,
yeah,
how have your
for
previous
sure.
shows been? I mean, recently?
Not recently. So this is going to be the biggest one that we've had so far.
Is that in solidarity with the writer's strike?
Yeah. I'm not writing, so
Yeah.
I was done
Well,
until I got a good
I thought
gig.
you're not allowed to ad lib either during the writer's strike, because that's why they had to stop filming Deadpool, because Ryan Reynolds, they were filming it. The script was written, but because he ad libbed, they had to stop filming it.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's considered, because I guess he was trying to show solidarity with the writers too.
I barely get paid for my shows, and I was making a stand. I'm like, I'm not writing until I got a goddamn show picked out. So,
Yeah.
so
There
now
you
we're
go.
back, baby.
Power move.
We're
Power move.
back.
So wait, this next show, you're gonna have some new material?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All new material.
So the next show is this Saturday, November 4th, 11/4, 7 p.m. Sorry, doors at 7 p.m. Showtime at 8 p.m. at the Media Theater. That is the one on State Street, right?
That is the one on
104
State Street.
East
Yep.
State Street.
Right down the
Yeah.
street from Dim Sum Mania.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Tom's did some.
And Tom's
And
Dim Sum.
Tom's did some.
Yeah.
30 feet to the left of it.
Yep.
And it is Chris Nee's Comedy to Break the Stigma. Philly Comics raising mental health awareness, benefiting the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. You are, I'm assuming, the headliner.
I am headlining it.
Okay, and opening is Peggy O'Leary, Ryan Foster, and Albert Davis. Peggy O'Leary sounds like a bar that'd be on Westchester Pike, but I assume she's
I know
a
Peggy's
local
If
actually
it
a
comedian.
was,
cool
she would be
person.
in that bar for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Is she a Delco lady?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Are they all Delco?
Delco, Philly, but
Okay.
Peggy is probably the most Delco of
Yeah.
all on there besides me. So she brings that Delco flair that we all love and adore.
You done shows with all three of them before?
Yeah. I this is my show, so I booked them. So I just do shows with people that I've worked with in the past and people that I like. So
That's an important
And
thing. people
there's actually
like.
2 other ones on there: Thomas Patrick and Johnny Amendolia.
yeah, so Thomas Patrick, he's actually going to be the host of the evening, so he's going to be the MC.
Which
and,
one on the screen is he?
He's all the way to the left, right
Okay.
next to Peggy, and
Okay.
then Johnny's that handsome fellow right there to the left of me. He's going to be opening. So
The larger gent with the Phillies hat.
yes, that is him in Mortal
And the
Kombat.
Mortal
I like
Kombat
that.
And the
t-shirt.
Mortal Kombat.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I was trying to figure out what it
I was
was.
gonna say.
Yeah.
For some reason, I was like, is that a pog?
Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah.
I think
But,
it's glasses. I need to talk to his
Yeah, Johnny's a really funny dude. He actually was in LA for a little bit, and he worked for Funny or Die, Will Ferrell's website.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he's
Wait, Funny or Die is Will Ferrell's website?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, has it always been?
Yeah,
Yeah.
all that started was that thing where it was a little girl and him, and it
yeah. The landlord.
was the landlord, and she was like
Yeah.
yelling at him, and
Like back in like 2005?
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, that was it. That started
Yeah.
it.
Damn, dude. I did not know that. That is a new fact to me,
Well,
man.
Tim and somebody else.
Tim and Eric were the
I
ones
don't
I
know who the
remember.
other.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
just
think
know it's Will.
lesser known.
Yeah,
Lesser
not
known.
Will Ferrell's. You know.
It's
Well,
Will
the-
Ferrell and other people.
The
Yeah.
first things I ever saw now was Tim and Eric doing like side things.
Yeah,
And then some Zach Galifianakis things. It wasn't Between Two Ferns on there originally?
I think it was.
I think originally it was on.
I don't know if
there,
I
and
might
it
still be part of their
took
network.
off. Yeah,
You guys see the Between Two Ferns movie?
No,
No.
Not worth it.
no.
No.
Nah, it's not.
So I find it hilarious, and maybe because that's one of those things. It has to be short.
Yeah.
Like it can't go long.
It loses control.
that channel just took off. So then it's just of course they wanted a movie and everything.
So, I mean, you're not their therapist, but have any of these other comedians been affected by mental illness that you're aware of?
I'm probably definitely because
Do you feel that most people who are stand-up comedians deal with some sort of
98%
yeah
of stand-up comedians have
They
some
say they're
sort of
trying to
mental
hide
health
something, you know.
issues.
Like, yeah.
That's literally the only reason. they're
Comedy's a
going
defense
upstairs
mechanism and
to
all
get
that,
up on
yeah.
stage to
Well,
try to
real
make
quick,
people
I'm going
laugh.
to take this down off here, but it's $30 entry, and like you said, all ticket proceeds go to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. So it's not just for fun; it's also for a great cause.
it's for reals.
And you have to go to get your tickets at mediatheater.com, which will also be down here in the link. So while you're watching it, you click it and buy some tickets for this coming Saturday.
Yeah, you could get tickets online, or you can get them at the door the night of the show. But yeah, I made limited edition T-shirts that are also going to be donations as well, and we got a poster that's going to be signed by all the comedians for a raffle, and that's all going to be donated as well. So
That's awesome. That's really cool. Like now, obviously, mental health is a big thing. Now you wrote a book
Yeah.
Now you got, and this is the second time you've done this, right?
Yeah, so it should have been the third time. I started it 2 years ago, but then COVID happened.
Good. I was going to say blame COVID.
Yeah,
Mm,
COVID
totally.
happened, and then I did it.
We have a
the
lot
year-
of things that are missing a number in
Because
between. We just made it up. There was a second one. Make it up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Delco Day 5
Will
was by
Ferrell
far
was
my
there.
favorite.
It was
yeah.
great. You guys just missed it. Yeah.
Yeah, my show's sponsored by Funny or Die.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that didn't happen because of COVID. So then I did the first one last year
At Rutledge Community
at
Center?
Rutledge Borough Hall. Yeah.
There's 4 buildings in Rutledge. I'm trying to picture which
It's
one
like
it
the
is.
top one. It has the little stage.
Oh, it's the 2-floor one.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Yeah. So
it's that one of the 5 buildings.
that was like all me though. Like I did everything from ticket sales to purchasing the venue to
A little DIY.
everything. And then but this time I have a nice machine behind me with the media theater. So all ticket and everything is through them. So it's
Well,
Are they like? I mean, you can be honest. Are they like really helpful in this whole ordeal?
yeah,
Okay.
they've been cool. I'm really when my name is on a show, I'm very hands on and I
Yeah,
just want to
yeah.
make sure that everything is good. And so I had like
There's a
rally-
shock. What a thought
Yeah,
process.
Yeah, I
I
had
actually want to make it look good, and like somebody might give a shit about what I'm doing.
yeah, I don't want to promote this show and then 5 people show up. But yeah, they sent me like daily ticket sales and everything because I like to know the
Damn.
numbers. And then
Good for them, man.
Yeah, so they've been awesome, and I'm hoping that
And you can only get those tickets. Can you buy them at the door? Just
you can buy them at the door
Okay.
the day of.
but they'll be $600 a piece, guys. So buy 'em early.
Yeah, I have somebody scalping outside
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
double the
Oh,
price.
look, be out there. Hey, $20 a ticket. I got them here.
They're-
Here's these tickets.
They're $30 in advance, 31 at the door.
Yeah,
Yeah. You need to get it's like in Vegas when you walk up the street and they have like all the homeless people with the cards from all the
Oh,
strip
I'm
clubs.
already hungry, Al.
Yeah. No, but like they have all they're sitting there and they're making it weird. You ever see like? Did you ever go to Vegas?
I've
And
never been to
oh,
Vegas.
well, if you
I
walk,
wouldn't
if you
survive
decide to
went
go
Vegas.
outside, because now you don't have to. You have like a monorail that connects all the casinos and hotels.
Yeah.
But before, if you wanted to go to one, you would walk out front, and they would have because it's not like locusts, like the weirdest noise. But they would take business cards, all for like strippers,
yeah.
of course.
and
Yeah.
cat houses and all that
Yeah.
stuff. But like they would
Cat
sit there,
houses.
they would sit there and like make this noise with them, and then you would walk like one from one hotel to the other, and you have like 100 cards. So the next time I walked back down, I took the same cards they gave me, and I started handing it out to them. Like, here, take them. I don't want them. Yeah, cat houses.
Cat houses.
That's
what-
Cat houses.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. I mean, I've seen plenty.
When
of them
you have
on-
sex for money, Holbrook.
I've seen plenty of those on the TikTok and
Yeah.
the
The
Instagram
TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and the face spaces.
Spacey.
But yeah, the media theater's been awesome though. They've been great to work with, and I'm hoping with the successful show that maybe this could build on our relationship and maybe make it a yearly thing there. So
Yeah.
That is good to hear.
yeah, for 5 years I wanted to play that theater. So they
Really?
used to they only used to do like musicals there, and they would
Yeah.
do one in the fall and then one in the summer. But now they're trying to book all year round. And I saw that they did a comedy show, and there's Philly comics that I knew. I'm like, I hit up the manager. I'm like, you guys do comedy shows? And the
Mhm.
guy's like, yeah. I'm like, would you be interested to do my comedy show? And he's like, yeah. So
Well, everybody's like,
Yeah.
no.
yeah, he's like, no, I don't want
Yours,
you to do it."
anybody else but you. Like,
Yeah.
no. Get out, pal.
Oh, there's plenty of comedians I can think of that I would not be booking them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
locally.
well, I mean, the media theater is a pretty big place. I mean, that's a big
Yeah.
jump from when you went from one to the next. Like,
Yeah.
so feeling pretty confident, huh? I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big jump. I'm impressed.
Yeah, it's been awesome. I mean, ticket sales have been great, so I'm hoping at least like partially selling out, which would be great. So, but it's cool. My name's been on the marquee for like the past week, and I just constantly think how many people are driving by and like, who the hell is Chris Nee?
Did they look at your name and go like, did somebody's letters fall off? Did Mr. Neal's
Yeah.
letters fall off?
Yeah.
Like you look at your name on a marquee, but like somebody forgot to finish this guy's name.
No.
They couldn't have finished ran out of letters.
It's actually fucking brilliant because you got to think about the demographic there. It's media, it's Main Street.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people who move there because they think they're more into the arts than they fucking are.
Mhm.
So now they're all going around, like at least probably saying your name, going like, "This local comedian Chris Nee." Like, I've never heard of him. Oh, have you not heard of him? He's off Broadway because he's from Delco. He's this up and comer, like all this shit. I guarantee.
Oh,
that-
I've seen him before everybody knew who he was.
Yeah.
Oh, I knew Chris Nee before he was really Chris Nee. You
Yeah.
know? Yeah, I'm sure you get plenty of that. But that, I mean, that's really cool. Like, how many people? What would a sellout consist of? By the way,
300 people. By the end of the week, I'm going to be over 200. So
Nice.
that tickets have already been
That's
sold. So
awesome.
it's going to be a packed house, which is going to be awesome.
Ooh.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Have you ever, if you do really well with this,
Bring
hold
to
it over
Wells
there?
Fargo.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, you got to jump in.
Next year, Wells
Skip
Fargo.
the tower, go to Wells Fargo.
Fargo.
Yeah.
Wells Fargo. MSG next.
I mean, Dane
Um,
Cook can do it. You can.
I can do it.
Yeah.
Hold it over their head and be like, I'll take this to the Hedgerow Theater because I just dealt with. We had a thing at the Hedgerow.
I had unfortunately missed out, but that was you saw that. You thought that was pretty cool, right?
Do you have Hedgerow beef?
What's up?
You have beef with the Hedgerow?
No,
Or you did something there.
No, they actually we had
No, I
one of
love
their. There's a guy, a local writer who did a one-man show. Was it the Philly sports fan? Or
Oh my God! When I put up flyers and doing like just street work for this show,
Yeah.
and my poster was next to that man's face, all up on stage.
Okay.
we were going head to head. It was like his poster to my poster.
I
his
love
poster,
it.
my poster.
Yeah, he actually got to see it, so it was a really good show. Me, unfortunately, I had to work the whole week.
But here in the media theater is really involved because the greatest thing about the one-man show at the Hedgerow Theater was actually seeing how involved they were in the people they booked.
Yeah.
It wasn't him. He was left alone to his own, devices to put on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they had a whole press team that was reaching out to us, reaching out to people, reaching out to everyone they could and like really promoting it, running it, just running concession stands they need to.
Yeah. So funny story. The Hedgerow was the first spot that I hit up for this show. Because my old acting teacher, him and his wife run the Hedgerow.
That must have been the lady that was here that one night. Okay, all right, I didn't know about.
But I'm in the works. They want to do a comedy show there, so I'm probably going to be there.
How many people does that
somewhere
one
in the
hold
future.
again? It was about 100, right?
I wouldn't say more than 100, 150.
I mean, and that's like perfect.
Yeah,
for comedy. But I'm in the works of trying to get something set there for coming up in 2024. So.
Extremely comfortable church pews.
Yeah.
It sounds contradictory, but like honestly, you see them, you're like, those are church pews with that
And you
outside
say,
furniture on them. And you sit there, you're like, I love this.
Yeah.
Well, question. Like, so, I mean, I guess typical places you're doing comedy are bars and, of course, comedy
bars,
clubs, which are pretty much bars.
Yeah.
Like, is it a big difference when you deal with a place like this that's more of a theater?
My approach isn't different to it, regardless if there's 50 people or a couple hundred or 1,000 people, whatever it is. Like my approach to the show is the same thing, but I've been grinding like really, really hard to make this show successful. Like I put flyers all over media, but they've been great to work with. So, and media is just, State Street is just, it's all people that go to bars and restaurants and they want a night out to do stuff. So regardless if you're a comedy fan or not, there's going to be people that are going to Google like what's going to be happening in media and that's going to pop right up. You know? But yeah.
That's awesome. I mean, like I said, like it's cool that A, you're making that jump. B, you're eligible. Like how many did the other one hold? How many did you do with that?
I think I had like 60 people.
Okay, so that's a giant jump.
And that was
there.
like folding chairs. Like I was like, there's probably going to be 60 people here, if that.
Yeah.
But the media theater, it's definitely a jump that I'm very excited for. Like I said, I've been wanting to play the venue for a long time, so it's awesome. I'm super stoked. I love the whole theater vibe of a comedy show.
Yeah, dude, that is always actually cool when you see like the Netflix stand-up specials and like.
Is this your first big theater?
I did the Trocadero.
Okay.
But the Trocadero is no longer available anymore.
Oh,
But the Trocadero was the biggest theater that I've done. But with the media theater, it's going to be more of like an event, like not like a comedy club. We're going to have, there's going to be music playing for people coming out, and we're going to have a cool backdrop with the signs and everything when the comedians come out. So it's going to be more of like a live event instead of you're just going there and telling.
Well, if you need a write-up, Holbrook does good write-ups on them too. Apparently, they love the ones he wrote for the Philly sports.
I think Hedgerow orgasm a couple times.
Yeah, they sent an email blast out of their people, and it was, whatever Holbrook's comment was, Delco Live, Delco Live, Delco Live. They're sitting there going like, "Well, this Delco Live play. Who's Delco Live?"
Yeah. And the opening line is, "I have seen a collective zero plays in my entire life that weren't named Summer Stage, but here's my write-up."
Yeah.
And they're like, what an artist, what a craft he has.
Yeah. The worst part is like I just put a lot of unfair pressure on myself because like I want the show to be as successful as possible. And we start selling.
You start reading your own book at that point.
Write another one.
I gave myself my depression.
Chapter 14, Stop Self-Inflicting.
they start selling tickets like I think 2 months ago or something like that, and with like the daily ticket sales, I'm like, can you believe only 5 people bought tickets today? I'm like, this is bullshit.
So they're going on social media having a
Yeah.
breakdown.
Everyone-
These guys are way
It's
old.
ridiculous. It's for charity, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
You should see me the first like half an hour of every Delco day.
You should see the first post of every Delco day.
It literally, it's like Delco day.
only
Like
20
this
people
year
saw it.
we had like almost 2,000 people, and every year it's close to 1,000 before
Yeah.
that. But like the first hour, the first 2 hours is literally me just crying in the corner, going, "No one likes us. We're a failure. Oh my god, that's it. I'm jumping in the river. I'm jumping off the bridge. Jumping off the bridge."
Dude, I had that same mentality. The day of the show.
Not this year, though. I was going to call you up, but not this year. People are walking in before 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like,
I didn't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with myself. We keep going.
Yeah, the day before the show, like I literally feel like I'm just going to have to shit myself like
Yeah.
the entire day, just because especially for this, like I have a lot to do. So it's like I'm running the merch table, and then I have to get there to make sure like the lights and the soundtrack and that the background, like I'm going to be there very early on Saturday to make sure that everything is perfect.
What
And
is
then-
your work up to the day? Because, for instance, Delco Day, I take off from work and everything
Yeah.
about, not the day before, but I'd say about 3 or 4 days before. So if Delco Day is going to be on a Saturday, maybe that Tuesday, Wednesday, I will take off from work. I will take off from being a father. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
will literally take off from being a human.
Yeah.
I will like eat, play video games, and just do nothing. Like that is my, because if I know, because like Holbrook says, there's a million things, and you said like there's a million things we got to worry about for the days upcoming. We got to promote the crap out of it at the end.
Yeah.
We got to get everything ready. We got to get the place ready. We're there the night before, the day off. I'm like, that day I want nothing. I want no responsibility for 24 hours.
Yeah. And that's what, because the comedians that are on the show, they're just coming and performing.
Right,
like,
right.
It's my show, so I'm running it. So like I have
Yeah.
to make sure that everything is perfect.
To
Well,
piggyback off what
yeah.
Al just said, I think one of the most underrated moments of an event like that you're trying to throw, or a Delco Day or something, is the day before, where you go out and you take pictures of you actually setting something up, like a before and after, like all the stuff, because it's there's always the old metaphor. If you see someone broke down on the side of the road, you're going to be like, fuck you, I don't care.
Yeah.
But if you see someone out there actively trying to work on their car, you're more likely to be like, I'll pull over and help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they see you
Yeah.
actually physically doing the work, like setting up tents, plugging things in,
Yeah.
putting stuff together, people see the day before and be like, he's actually working. I might show up tomorrow just to
Yeah.
support him.
And that's like I pride myself on, like, I put in a lot of work for this show and to make it the best show possible, just for the comedians and for the people, because you're buying tickets, man. You're spending $30 to come out, so it has to be a good show.
You got to make it worthwhile.
You know? Yeah, exactly. So
Well, let me ask you that question. Like, you've done plenty of shows where you were just part of it.
yeah,
Like,
So
you don't have
much
to worry about like if like one of those comedians suck, especially like when you're dealing with one for the first time, because like you said, it's a reflection on you, right? Like,
yeah,
so if not saying like say Thomas Patrick comes out, you never worked with him before, completely bombs, you're like, oh man, I gotta.
Like, hypothetically,
Yeah.
let's say the day before Valentine's Day in 2014, you throw a comedy show at a place in Clifton Heights, and it was like 9 comedians, 2 were pretty funny, the other 7 essentially fucking sucked and just had the exact same fucking set.
yeah. I mean, that's like if I go out and
It hurts.
I'm headlining at a theater and like everyone's fine the entire show, and then I come up there like, you suck. I'm like, shit.
You ever so as a comedian, I just gotta ask you this, because I am just gonna dwell on that fucking event in 2014. Tell me if this has ever happened to you or you've seen this. So we booked a bunch of comedians and they all knew each other, right? But they all knew each other from a comedy writing class.
Mhm.
So they all came up there, and I'm dead serious when I say this. 7 of them did the exact same fucking set.
Oh god.
Because they had like learned to write together essentially.
Yeah.
And it was just like,
I think they workshopped a little too much together.
Yeah.
You
and
know?
after the third one, you're just like, I already know what's coming next. And you're just like, what the fuck? And then it was like joke after joke. And you're like, what the fuck?
That's so I think about that all the time, and I think about people's comedy style, and that's how I approach booking my show.
Mhm.
So every single comedian that is on my show, they are so different
Good.
than the next.
Do you have to see them? Like, you can't go on this blind, right?
I wouldn't blind. No,
No
if-
blind dating.
even
for
if I
Christine?
didn't see you live, like if you're putting like clips up on like the TikTok and your Instagram and
Instagrams,
stuff like that,
the grams,
I always
The
I
snapper
always check
chat.
it out.
snapper,
But
cheater chat.
my show is like super diverse in a good way, where like you have storytellers, but then you have raunchy people, and then you have like, so it's gonna be a I feel like every comic that's on the show, there's whoever's in the crowd, there's going to be a comedian for that person.
Okay.
Well, that's my question. That's my next question. So, like, is that also something you worry about? Like, all right, this is about suicide prevention. So people coming here might have certain tough spots about this kind of stuff. Like, you have to go no suicide jokes, guys. Or how do you handle how do you have to handle those kind of all right, guys, read the room.
I mean, laughter is the best medicine, and the people that I've booked, they've been doing this for a while, and I know if they're trying to go somewhere with it, they'll feel the crowd and be like, "Oh, maybe I shouldn't have gone that way."
Mhm.
But also, that's what comedy is. Regardless of what you're going through, whatever mental health issues, I have jokes about it all the time, and it's fun to get it out because then after the show, people come up to you and they're like, "Holy, wait, you deal with this? I deal with this." But you're on stage making people laugh. So, I mean, I think people are going to approach it in a certain way, but these people, we're Delco people. We're not going to I'm not telling anybody to hold back at all. I'm not going to be like, listen, this is a list of stuff you can't say. I trust the comedians I'm on, and they know how to,
because they're just genuinely good people, and they're not just like you said, the graphic comedians or whatever. There's a way to do that without just being a fucking shot for value.
You can make jokes about mental health or suicide or whatever, but in a manner where you're not just saying some raw bad shit.
I was going
to for no fucking reason.
Going to have people in the crowd what the
That's
hell
what I call a comedian
who's
who's a little kid who learned how to curse for the first time.
Yeah.
I can say the F word and just throw it out there it's like a shock jock version of a comedian. I'm just going to say stuff to get a rise out of people.
Yeah. I mean, and that's what it is. You push the boundaries, but I mean, it's sad. We had to put on the website for mature audiences because they had a comedy show back in September and people were complaining about some material. I'm like, dude, it's a comedy show. What the hell do you expect?
I feel like you go to most comedy shows knowing that. Actually, I met a guy, a really funny guy, and he was a Christian comedian.
Okay.
So he didn't curse, he didn't drink or anything like that.
Funny.
But he was funny.
Yeah.
And he knew how to work it. That was what was great. But
yes.
I mean, but the thing is, what he said he had to do, which is the opposite of what you had to do, he told me, he goes, I had to tell people that this was a clean comedy show. Yeah. He's like, you don't have to warn the other way around. You go to a comedy show expecting to be, a little raunchy, a little nasty at the time.
It's literally comics taking on topics that make you feel so uncomfortable that you want to sit back in your seat and be like, oof, I don't know where this is going.
Yeah.
If you're there and it's just all la-di-da and rainbows, that's not comedy.
Right.
It's just, and I hate that we have to do that because it's comedy, man. What? Why are you getting so offended? We're literally there. People are the comics are taking their time to tell jokes and make you laugh. And everyone finds different things that are funny.
I always,
sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I've said it on every time we've ever had a comedian on here or whatever. I think there's a huge Venn diagram in the entire world of there's people who are funny enough to be a comedian that don't ever want to do it. There's people who want to be a comedian but aren't funny at fucking all. And then there's that nice little niche part right in the middle where it all comes together. Yeah. And that's a good fucking comedian.
Yeah. Well, it's one
the
of those,
worst thing is the worst thing is when the people who aren't funny enough to become a comedian get really into that aggressive dark comedy. The people who see Anthony Jeselnik or Daniel Tosh, but they don't have the comedic timing or actual values about it. We had one fucking jerk off who did one of our shows. And you could tell all he did was just literally masturbate the fucking Anthony Jeselnik shit all day. Yeah. But he didn't have he wasn't smart enough or creative enough to make the shock value actually whatever. And I swear to God, this is an entire lineup. Rape joke, dead baby joke, rape joke, dead baby joke, encore, raping a dead baby joke.
Yeah.
And it's just there weren't even punchlines. It was so my R-word sister did this, so I fucked her and pushed her down the stairs. And it's just what the fuck are you talking about, dude?
Yeah. I mean, that's
not even a punchline.
You're not even a comedian. You're just a horrible human being.
I get some storytellers sometimes there aren't punchlines, but it's a funny story. But you have to have something in it that's going to make people laugh.
Listen, if you
fuck is a word, aren't I cool?
Yeah.
Well, listen, if you try telling a story that has some sort of comedic value to it, and it just doesn't land because you didn't tell the story right. Yeah. I get that. Anybody, it's I'm a minor league baseball player. I got to learn how to do this before I go up to the majors. I get that. It's he's saying where people just you don't even try. I'm not being a jerk, but like anybody thinks they could go up on the stage and tell a joke, they're a comedian automatically.
Helen Keller's blind.
Yeah. It's like anybody with a laptop. I'm a DJ now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I have Apple Music, so I can be a DJ. Like,
we did DJ that.
Like the Comic Grind posters on it when like I first made the flyer, and I was like, "Yeah, you just throw it up for like your stories." He put up in his story, he's like, "Come to the show, I'm going to off myself." Like, that's funny, you know. But like,
hey guys, this really would prevent suicide. If you come to this show.
Yeah.
Like. I like that's funny.
But like funny. I would never tell somebody on my show to not do the material that they want to do, or like I would never have a checklist and be like, we're not touching these topics
because you trust them.
Do people start reaching out at you left and right? Hey, can I be on your show?
No, I literally. Oh wait, I'm sorry. What was that?
Do people like reach out to you like, can I be on your show?
Yeah,
like comedians like left and right. They see a show like because like it's like when we do Delco Day and like, hey, I have a band.
Yeah, all these bands that
me and my band started 6 weeks ago.
Yeah, back when I was doing that tour in 2016, like I said, it was like all Philly comics. I was getting blown up on social. Like even people were just like, "Hey, well, just check my reel out." You don't have to book me, but just check my reel out. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's crazy what happens when you do like a handful of events that like there's an actual audience. People just levitate towards you.
Yeah, and that's the one thing that I can't stand. Some comics put on monthly shows or like once every whatever at a venue, but they don't want to they don't put any promotion or work behind it to try to pack it out. Like, why wouldn't you want to make a show as successful as possible? Yeah. Nobody wants to do a show in front of 4 people.
No,
you know,
and that's not even just that. Like that's like people with anything. Like I put up on social media. Why aren't people knowing? Like you put one post up on your own social media,
and that's it.
You didn't go and put it in groups. You didn't stop by and hand out flyers to local businesses that are in the area of where you're doing your comedy. Nothing. Like it's. People don't get content creator. I don't care if it's on stage, on a show.
Yeah.
You know, if you're a music person creating your own music, I don't care what it is. You gotta grind. I mean,
yeah. And I don't have any management. I do everything independently. So my name is like me. That you're hiring me. So I literally walked all up State Street, put in my flyer in every single window. It was I reached out to the newspaper and they put the flyer in the newspaper, constantly just promoting it, constantly making new flyers to switch it up a little bit. Just my mind has been consumed with this show for like since it got booked. My wife is probably like, I can't wait to see it.
That's my wife doing like the last 2 months of Delco Day.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going to be at the studio for the next 6 weeks straight, honey. Sorry.
Yeah, but I care, and you guys care, and you should care. You should give a fuck about something that you're proud of doing. Yeah. You know?
All right, real quick, because we have something I want to do here. I have something lined up here, but I'll remind you, tell you about our great sponsors one more time. Hey, Delco. Would you like to sell your house quickly without having to fix anything or go through a realtor? Are you behind on your mortgage or property taxes? Did you inherit a property? Are you a landlord just tired of fixing leaky toilets? Well, we got the answer for you. Visit www.evanbuyspa.com for a no-obligation cash offer. That's right, Evan buys houses in Delco for cash, as is. For a fair cash offer, go to www.evanbuyspa.com. With Evan, you don't have to pay any commissions, and you can close on the date of your choice. If there's anything you want to leave behind on the property, like heavy furniture, trash bags, all the junk in the basement, you can do it. And for a limited time, he will cover all your closing costs. That's right. Visit evanbuyspa.com. That's evanbuyspa.com. Again, the website is evanbuyspa.com.
Broken windows, broken dreams.
Shut your mouth. And you know what? I feel broken. So I'm going to Dolan's Bar to wash my worries away. Go to 24 East Sellers Avenue in Ridley Park. Quizzo music. Great times. Memorabilia. You name it. They got it. DolansBar.com.
I'll tell you what. That place is fucking bumping on Ridley Fall Festival.
Yeah, I bet it was.
Loved it.
Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and the Ticker Talks. Check it out. DolansBar.com. Snapper chat. And if you murder your co-host one day for all the hard work that you do, go to cherryinjurylaw.com or call them at 610-565-0300. David R. Cherry gets you through those tough times in your life. You get hurt at work, get hurt in a car accident, personal injury, or murdering your co-host. Again, 610-565-0300, cherryinjurylaw.com. And don't forget Fat Cow Jerky. That's right, Fat Cow Jerky, utterly perfect jerky. jalapeno garlic, honey habanero, you name it, they got it. Great flavors, new stuff coming out all the time. Go to fatcowjerky.com. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram. Go to fatcowjerky.com.
What's this game?
Oh, it's not a
Straight and
game.
narrow?
Well, I actually turned it into a little bit of a game because I actually got lazy. I didn't want to put up the words on it. So what I'm going to do here is...
I'm excited.
All right. So it is Halloween time. So these are voted the worst Halloween, I guess, knockoff costumes. This worst, sexiest costume.
Okay.
This is a bunny basketball player. I guess you know, and it says Bunny Squad. So I guess you can know what a ripoff it is. Do you know?
It doesn't even say Toon Squad.
Yeah.
From
It's
Space
from
Jam.
fucking Space Jam.
Yeah, it is Lola Bunny's ripoff sexy costume. Number one, is that sexy?
Her hair looks like a Lhasa Apso.
Lola Bunny was sexier than this girl.
Yeah.
That's in the picture.
I had dreams that you should have about a cartoon buddy.
Not going full-fledged like Republican, but I just got to tell you, two things I do hate about the fucking liberal left is desexifying Lola Bunny and desexifying that fine dime piece, the green M&M.
Yeah.
Me and Tucker Carlson didn't have a lot in common, but that was one of them.
All right, and this one here
Is that the green M&M?
No, this is the sexy Grinch costume.
Are you kidding?
The Grinch is sexy to begin with. Let's start with that.
Holbrook finds hate sexy.
Yeah. A miserable Jim Carrey gets me going.
Oh, really warps the floorboard.
She looks like if Gritty and Davy
Thematic.
Crockett had a fucking Hawaiian like mat. Like that
I
looks
don't
like
even know
some
what
sort
you're
of island mat more than a sexy Grinch.
That looks like the Fanatics thought right there. That is that's Fanatics side piece right there.
If you had to describe what your costume is, like that's not good. I don't know what the fuck.
I
you're
would
supposed to
never
be.
get Grinch from this.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, sexy Buzz Lightyear.
I gotta-
Oh, I thought it was gonna be like the fucking like the Twink Ranger or something.
I really wish I could blow it up because the gun he has in his right hand
Pew pew.
looks like a space dildo.
Mm.
I'm just saying, like, that was the first thing. I'm like, oh shit, yes. So
To your butthole and beyond.
yeah, so like sexy. Yeah, and it's
Look
not
at
often
those
you see the
shorts.
sexy male.
He's missing a Woody, his best friend. You don't see anything
Well,
there. It
so
looks like
here's
a
the thing is-
donut.
Yeah.
They had a sexy girl Woody, and I'm like, it actually worked. So I didn't put up there as the worst.
The
One of the
sexy
worst ones.
Woody would just be Jesse.
I just love
Yeah.
how he went full space guy and then he just has like a pair of New Balances. He's like, yeah, this
Right.
is good enough.
I mean, you got to have the ankle
Yeah.
protection.
I can't feel my anus right now, so I'm just throwing my New Balances.
It looks. I wouldn't have thought Buzz Lightyear. I would have thought sexy Green Ranger.
Well,
or
they
White
call
Ranger.
it again. Remember, these are generic
Or
knockoffs. So it's
generic names,
sexy
yeah.
Space Ranger. Can you guys even guess what this is?
Banana Split.
Close.
I just see bananas.
Sexy banana bread. This is a costume sold in stores. I kid you not.
It's not even a costume. It's just a
Right?
fucking dress.
It's a dress with a brown stripe down it and bananas on it.
It looks like 2 half moons. It looks like that pastry you get at Wawa with the moons with the cookie and
Yeah,
the marshmallow in between.
Well,
That's exactly what it looks like.
it does, and I just want to know what marketing team sat there and said, "We need a sexy banana bread costume. Get on it, ladies and gentlemen."
I have plenty of clothes with a brown stripe down the middle of it.
Oh, man, and moving on. So this is a
Daddy.
sexy cheerleader. It wasn't the worst, but the daddy thing is the part that kind of threw me off on this one.
The only thing that could have been worse if it had Delco instead of Daddy.
Next year, we're selling it. We're selling it.
Done.
Yep.
Holbrook
You're getting
Holbrook
you're getting writing credits in the fucking.
Those are pathetic pom
you're
poms.
getting a
They
third
look
of the
like hair
money.
pieces.
Cutter piece.
It looks like Merkins.
Sexy Inspector Gadget.
Please, what's the actual name of it that they use?
Oh, I forget. It was like sexy detect.
Sexy Gyro Cop.
Sexy future detective. They call
Oh Lord, he wasn't from the future. He was an android. He had no soul.
Yeah.
That is actually a thing that bothers me.
It's literally Inspector Gadget with big, like with boots and no pants.
That's
Like this high thigh boots and no pants. Like the rest of it is Inspector Gadget. I mean, you know, if a sexy Inspector Gadget would get you going, you need to kind of
Go Gadget throat job.
This one,
Are you TikTok? The TikTok?
well, it is.
No music.
It is called the Sexy Band app. It's band, like BANNED, band app. So yes, it is. You pretty much So pretty much somebody took a T-shirt, threw the TikTok logo on it, and said, "This is a sexy costume."
I hate it.
Yeah.
It's the worst. That's why it's the worst.
I would get that she's like deaf from that.
I'd be like,
you
sweetheart,
can't
just
hear anything.
Yeah.
It's like
just walk around in a black shirt with like fishnet stockings on. I'm cool with it. Like that's like you didn't even try. That's like I didn't even try.
Scooby Doo,
sexy teenage mystery solver.
Velma.
Yeah, it's pretty much sexy Velma.
I would just think porn star immediately.
I thought it was Wiz Khalifa or Mia Khalifa.
Yeah, like I'm sure there's been some sexy Scooby Doo spinoffs.
Looks like Hulk Hogan's daughter.
It looks like if Pocahontas was having a phase.
I mean, it's a sexy outfit, but it's just like
She's reminding me of like Thanksgiving.
This
for
is
some
sexy
reason.
Hulk Hogan.
Isn't the whole point that made Daphne hot that she wasn't that hot?
Yeah,
like she was frumpy.
Honestly.
Frumpy was a good word about it.
Yeah, but you knew she was the wildest one.
Oh yeah,
she wasn't stuck.
Well, the frumpy ones give the best blowjobs. Let's just throw it out there.
Again.
All right, so sexy
Jessica Rabbit,
Dexter Laboratory,
sexy Dexter's Laboratory. Which, if anybody,
brilliant,
the little short he's a little
talk
short
with a
boy.
German accent.
He talks with like a German accent, but they turn into a female costume and just put boots in her boobs.
Because nothing makes me hotter than a cartoon boy.
Yeah. Sexy plumber. Sexy plumber.
At least have a plunger.
The name of the costume. The name of the costume is actually, which is funny, is Miss Makes It Fit.
That's horrible.
It's horrible.
Trust me, lady. It'll fit. You don't need that much.
This one, I don't even know where they're going with it.
Is it Chuck E. Cheese?
So, okay, it's called Sexy Pizza Rat. So I figured
that's my nickname in high school.
I figured that's what it is, but I love how it's just like a rat costume with two pieces of pizza pointing right at her vajayjay.
Right, yeah, right.
By far my favorite fucking one. Okay. Sexy Pizza Rat.
Can you guys figure this one out?
Bob Ross.
Sexy Bob Ross.
Put a squirrel on the shoulder.
Yeah, because you got to put a cute little squirrel on the
yeah.
It's all like sexy Weird Al Yankovic.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
I just like when a guy came out like, all right, we're going to sell the sexy.
I thought it was just actually Lenny Kravitz for a minute.
This is the sexy
Aladdin.
Genie.
Yeah.
Sexy Genie.
Rub me.
Dude, so many dudes in Delco probably had that this year. They're like,
yeah.
dude.
You know what?
Like, at this point, A, it's not sexy, even if you find the dude sexy.
No.
But number one, it's like, and number two, it's just like, if this isn't October 31st or a Halloween party, this is Megan's Law.
Wrong, because you could easily use that on St. Patrick's Day, too.
Rub me, I'm Irish.
Yeah. He's already wearing green and has a fucking fez.
There you go. Good point. Okay, so this is a sexy bag of weed. Now, I don't know if you can see it real good on
Oh,
her.
she had purple hair. Oh, purple
my
hair.
God.
Purple haze.
What you can't tell is the word written on it, so it looks like weed.
Does it say
Says
blunt slut?
Blunt
blunt slut. Nice.
Somebody's daddy didn't love her enough.
Tater thought.
Yes. So it is literally a short dress with the print
Just
of tater tots.
on it.
And for no fucking reason,
I would
the
wear
choker.
Yeah, the
I would
choker.
wear that.
Well, what else could you wear besides that says I am going to SUD by the end of tonight?
Tater thought.
Tater thought.
Fuck, that's brilliant. I love
Yeah.
it.
Now Homer's looking down with
I'm
tater
in
tots.
I'm going to come out to that this weekend.
Sexy fake news.
Of course.
Of
Of
course.
course.
Yeah.
Throw that one in there.
Yeah. Sexy.
George Washington.
Nope.
Sexy Napoleon.
Nope. Keep going. Well,
I only know two
a
historical
very
figures.
big theme musical that was on
Sexy Les Miserables.
Sexy Hamilton.
Oh.
This is called. It's not even sexy. It's just a girl in a tight fitting George
She
Washington
looks like
outfit.
Heath Ledger's in The Patriot.
Yeah.
I don't know. He was pretty hot in that movie.
I think it's honestly better if you just say sexy George Washington.
Yeah.
They called it Sexy Hamilton, so that's what it was called.
Come in and wear the powdered wig. A corn cob.
Sexy corn
Of course. Yeah.
with the butter bracelets.
That
Of
doesn't even
course.
look like corn. It looks like a
Yeah.
dance floor.
Yeah, it's really. This was really.
Looks like one of those light up floors from the discos.
We need 2 more costumes. Corn. Perfect. Get it on there. Get it on there. Sexy mime. Who doesn't need a sexy mime? I don't know. If you think about it, it's kind of sexy. She's hot and she can't speak. Win.
That's yeah.
We're getting close to the end here.
Blind mouse.
Sexy blind mouse. So I guess you buy 3 of them, and you know it's gonna be 2 hot chicks and a chubby chick. Like it's gonna work out that way.
Absolutely.
So you're gonna have a small, and a double X.
I've seen that one in person.
In a perfect world, just buy 3 of the fucking sexy pizza rats.
Yeah. Give me the pizza rats. At least
Holbrook just wants the pizza.
Guys, yeah. If you like my pumpkins, you should see my pie.
Yeah, so it is literally a 2-piece shorts with pie in the JJ area and pumpkins where the boobies go.
What is the purpose of the spine on the inside?
Yeah, I didn't get that either. Unless they're just trying to show you that's on the back.
I would hope your boobs aren't on your actual back.
This is that.
If you wore that backwards.
This is that outfit that if you have a hot mom wears and your friends come over and you hate your mom for a month.
Love it.
Yeah. Like that's the outfit. That's what this outfit's for. It's like I want to have sex with my son's friends.
Sexual and provocative.
Yes, that's pretty what it is.
Yeah.
Hey, look at me. I don't have a personality, and I'm not really that funny, but my shirt is.
It's not even. It's not subtle. Like it's not provocative because it straight up says like sex.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. And this is not a costume, but I thought I had to bring it up because in case you guys were trying, if you guys were trying to watch a great Halloween special, the Snoop and Martha's Very Tasty Halloween special is running on Peacock right now. That's right, Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg's Very Tasty Halloween. Now you know you're doing it all for the money. I don't know. Is
it Miley Cyrus? I can't tell if it's Miley Cyrus.
I believe it's a boy.
It doesn't rule out it might be Miley Cyrus currently, dude.
But I just threw that in there because I saw the ad for it. I'm like, it is like, you sold out for the money.
What are they cooking? Dude, they're fucking dope.
Snoop Dogg is just out here doing side missions. He's like in GTA. He just does whatever he wants.
I love whatever they do. I need it. Snoop and Martha's what?
Snoop and Martha's Very Tasty Halloween or tasty
Fun fact. Snoop Dogg got tried for murder and didn't go to jail. However, Martha Stewart did do 2 years in federal.
She did more prison time than actual Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
So have you guys seen in person like horrible costumes? What's your favorite?
I've seen people try to build stuff and it's just like trying to be sexy and like the worst one I saw was this girl who had nothing going for her except having a tremendous boobs.
Yeah.
Like worst personality, a voice that makes you want to punch a baby. Like it is terrible. She's a terrible person. She's just great to look at. Like, she would be the great sexy mime.
Yeah.
Like, if she just didn't talk or say anything, I just looked at her. Okay. All right. But what she did was, she literally had, she had a closet full of sexy outfits. I'm sure she used for role playing or whatever. She got, it was a black outfit and put on little white paper circles. And she was a sexy Dalmatian.
Oh, my God.
But I had to prove to her that Dalmatians are white dogs with black spots, not the other way around. You're not just not a great person. You have a great rack, but you're a terrible human being and you're a miserable moron.
The best one I saw at a Delco bar crawl was this chick tried to be the Terminator and she tried to do the fake skin on her face. And she just literally looked like a half-eaten Popeyes. Like when you eat the top of the Popeye, like that's exactly what it looked
like a fucking eating contest halfway done. By the way, Snoop and Martha's Delicious Halloween or whatever holds a 610 on fucking IMDb.
There you go. Yeah. That's the most Delco Halloween special right there. The other one is, and this is one you can buy in the store, is the one where you get 2 of them and they're boobs. They're just a giant boobs.
That's great.
That's I think like you're trying too much.
That's quality. I picture
it's like a.
But then it's awkward if one moves wherever you're at. You're just a single boob,
and then you and it looks like an eye, like a tan eye. Like it doesn't even look like a boob. Like there's no protruding nipple. Like it really just like they should have stripper mom boobs, maybe little veins on the side or something.
Everything that they
try
to
marks, make it look real.
Everything that they try to make a boob look like, it never looks like a boob. Like it just always looks like a weird tan circle with a little pink circle on top of it.
Holbrook, what's the worst costume? Well, Holbrook had one of the worst costumes.
No, I just realized how many of my Halloween costumes have been
not sexy,
rather LGBTQ inspired. I've been a woman more than once. I was Rosie O'Donnell when I was 21.
That's amazing.
I think he does that every day.
The 3 years we did the wrestling bus, we used to actually rent out a bus, and 40, 50 of us would get on there dressed as pro wrestlers from the 90s, go bar to bar and put on a show. Oh, fucking A. We always had a Macho
You were the
Man.
blue meanie the one year.
I was a
weren't you?
blue meanie.
That's a
I
good one.
was
Gold Dust?
Gold Dust is the big one.
Blue, ooh,
Bubba Ray Dudley.
those are both. They're all good.
Yeah, all three.
It's
It's
of those.
funny. I reran through Curb Your Enthusiasm,
Mhm.
and in that show, his good friend is Rosie O'Donnell, and her conversating back and forth
Is brilliant.
is you.
Yeah.
Like I swear to God, Rosie O'Donnell just follows you around all day and does the best impression of you.
I have too much more in common with her than I should. This year, there's a Britney Spears themed party, and you're supposed to be either a version of Britney Spears or a Britney Spears related person, whether it's friend, family, enemy, lover.
Frenemy.
I am being Perez Hilton.
Okay.
Do you remember him?
Yeah.
The very
He had a big
flamboyant
website for a while.
Yeah. He was like the kind of precursor to TMZ.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was the very flamboyant Spanish guy.
Okay.
So, yeah, breaking two cultural appropriation things this year.
Yeah. Really gonna get yourself canceled by the end of Halloween, huh?
I feel if you could do it really well, it's okay.
Real quick, I remind you before we head out of here. Chris is all the information will be below us here in the links. You can check it out. We'll also post it out over the week too. His great comedy show, Comedy to Break the Stigma, which is of course about suicide prevention. Some great acts lined up here. Thomas Patrick, Johnny Amendola, Ryan Foster, Peggy O'Leary, Albert Davis, and some dude named Chris Nee.
He sucks.
Yeah, luckily he's at the end, so you can just get out early and
Yeah.
don't have to put any quarters in the parking meter, you know. You ever get your stones broken? Like, oh, he's the headliner. Of course, he set it up.
Oh, yeah.
How long are each of these individual sets?
Anywhere between like 15, 20, something like that.
Okay, that's a pretty good time.
I
like-
like to be lenient because like the people that I work with, well, in this show, they all play like the local clubs and stuff like that, so they're used to doing like 15, 20. So I just say have fun, do 15. If you want to do 20, do 20.
Okay. I wasn't
You
sure.
ever have to pull anybody off stage? Like, all right, dude, come on.
The big crane,
Yeah.
the big hook, yeah.
Like, get out of here.
Start dancing like Church
Yeah.
Amid Apollo with the broom.
So it is at the Media Theater. Doors open at 7, and the show starts at 8. $30 for the tickets. You can purchase them at mediatheater.com. So it makes it real easy, and you can also purchase them at the door. And like we said, ticket sales get donated to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. And you can also, like we said, he's a big advocate for mental health. He also has a great book, Boy Meets Depression.
Boy
Right.
Meets Anxiety.
Boy Meets Anxiety. Sorry.
The follow up is Boy
Yeah.
Meets
The
Depression.
follow, that's
yeah.
that's the next book, yeah.
Boy Meets Bad Eating Habits.
It's not a habit. It's my lifestyle.
But other than that, anything else before we head out?
Man, you can just check my website, chrisneecomedy.com. It has where I'll be doing book events or when I have comedy shows coming up. But yeah, the big thing is the show Saturday, man. The doors open at 7. They have a cocktail hour from 7 to 8, and then show starts at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, Holbrook at Cock.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. But no, Media Theater actually they work with Sterling Pig Brewery, so they got a lot.
That's cool.
They got a lot of good beers on that. So
Awesome.
Any ideas what your next venture is going to be after this?
who knows, man? I don't know.
YouTube spinoff series.
Yeah, YouTube spin-off series. I don't know, man. Just a lot of comedy shows coming up in the future and a lot of book events. So, just
All right,
keeping
man.
that grind going.
Spectacular.
Check out
I
Delco Live.
appreciate the grind.
Yeah, that's why I really like having you on here. A, funny to have you, and also like you get it. Some
Yeah.
people don't get it. Some people are like, well, we'll get on Delco Live, and then they'll help us get all these people to know what we're doing. Well, yeah, okay, but what are you doing?
Yeah.
And
Excuse me, I did a lot before I came here.
yeah, guys, excuse me.
Yeah.
But guys, check out DelcoLive.com. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, you name it. Facebook, we're on there. YouTube, hit subscribe. We're going to DelcoLive.com. Check out the Delco Live store as well. Other than that, we are out of here.